Welcome to another Volt episode. We will be featuring two water creature features this month. This one is Sweetheart from 2019. We recorded this back in Black History Month in 2022. It's from Black director J.D. Dillard starring Kiersey Clemons. Our next creature feature will be Swamp Thing from 1982, Wes Craven. It depicts an altruistic scientist whose experiment goes wrong, and you can watch that free on YouTube. So for now, enjoy an old one. This is back in the day when Raphael would hate watch it from the couch and give his 2 cents on the film as well. So enjoy.
Hooty hoo.
Hooty hoo. Oh, we didn't do it at the same time. Sorry.
Sorry.
Hooty hoo. You know, Outcast. Hoo hoo. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
We're Italians after all.
Right,
So yeah.
Right. We are.
Hey, Dana, you look super sexy with your glasses on. I've never seen her with glasses, and they look really good.
Thank you. I only wear them because they're blue light blocking glasses.
That's important.
But it gives me a certain. It makes me feel a certain ambiance when I have them on.
Yeah, she looks smarter.
I feel like I can focus better when I look smarter.
Okay.
We don't call a smartphone for nothing.
Oh, I remember the first time I saw a smartphone. You had it. We were
Me?
at Elmere, drinking our grizzes.
Yeah.
Cigarettes in hand.
Back when we used to smoke when we were unhealthy youngsters.
Yeah, and I was like, we're talking about the iPhones. It's like, and I saw it. You had one. It was a tiny little one. The i5, or I don't know.
I don't even know what number they started with.
It was small, and I was like, wow, that's what it looks like. Whatever. Yeah. And I just took my Samsung slide, like
slide.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is. I'm like
a sidekick or something.
Sidekick, yeah. I had a sidekick. I was like, whatever. I don't know what that is.
We just really dated ourselves. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
You had the very first smartphone I ever seen in my life.
I guess I did. Wow.
And I thought it was stupid. I'm like,
that's okay.
But anyway, so guys, it's February 1st. It's the first day of Black History Month.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! And I picked this movie, Sweetheart, and I picked it because it features a Black director and stars. Main character is the lead is a young Black actress. So I'm really looking forward to kicking off this month. Featuring these kind of films.
Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting month.
Yeah. So Dana, the reason I picked this film obviously is because it's Black History Month and it's starting to Google. And I didn't think too long about it. I was like, okay, let me just Google something. And this popped up. So Dana, you want to kick off and tell us what you found out about it?
Sure. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 95%.
It's awfully high.
And I know. And the audience gave it a 50%. But I also did look at Google for reviews because I only usually do Rotten Tomatoes. They gave it a 3.5%. So... I thought it was like a kind of like a good old creature feature, which
good old creature feature
that you don't really like. When I think about those kind of movies, I think about like the really old ones, like Creature from the Black Lagoon or whatever it was called, or like some good old 80s
the 50s
creep show.
The 50s was where it was at as far as all that coming about, and they were so fun to watch the 50s ones and all the creature features that you can think of that your favorite.
Yeah, it was like a modern day creature feature, which was very, very cool. I looking back, like after I watched it and I just kind of sat and thought on it, I was just kind of like, it was a lower budget movie. Did you see? Yeah, you didn't see what the cost? I didn't look that up, and I don't think it really listed it like super openly or whatever wherever I looked, but I did hear them mention in like a couple places that it was like a lower budget movie, or
really?
They didn't have like such a high budget or whatever, So, but it gave me more of appreciation of like the simplicity of like the dialogue and like how much they did with like the lack of characters.
Absolutely,
because it was really 3 speaking characters.
That was about
characters,
and it's always great when you can watch a movie and you can just know everything that's going on by the dialogue and act, not the lack of just by the action and not the words.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a lot. I mean, this movie is about a woman who is on a deserted island, and it's mostly her by herself most of the time, and
that's how it goes.
She still makes it, very entertaining the way they filmed it.
That's why Tom Hanks movie won, man. You
right.
know, like act the shit out of that camera with no words.
I know.
But
I mean, the good thing is like she wasn't like she didn't find like a volleyball and start talking to it, or something.
She wasn't on there that long.
Right. I was like, I don't know how long she was. Well, it
depends,
maybe like a week. It seemed
like. It depends on the mental constitution.
That's true.
It would take me 2 days. Raphael, he could live there his whole life and he would not be talking to a volleyball. Right. I would lose my mind immediately.
I think I would be somewhere in the middle. I would be like like after like 6 months, I might start.
I need
talking
people.
To a coconut or something.
I am not good at solitude, so I'll crack up immediately.
Gotta have your people. Let's see. So. Wikipedia says it was the world premiere for was at the Sundance Film Festival on January 28, 2019, and then it was released on October 22nd, 2019. As you said, it was a black director and a leading black actress. The director and co-writer Dillard said that the idea for the movie came to him while he was in Virginia Beach, of all places, and he said he was just standing and looking out at the water with some friends, trying to think of the scariest possible thing that could happen. And he decided that it would be if a creature were to stand up and just look at me.
Yeah.
And I was like,
absolutely.
Do you ever get those ideas in your head when you're just like in a random place? Sometimes I think about that if I'm like at a beach or, even anywhere in the woods, or just something. I'm just like, what would be the most fucked up thing that could just happen? I don't know. It just like comes in my hand.
I try not to
I
too. I camp a lot. I'm in the woods a lot.
You can't go there when you're actually there.
I can't.
And you can't run.
I'm already heightened by like making sure I store my food properly from bears, and like I'm like in it. I'm in the thick of it, so I
can't
try
let your
to
mind go there.
I can't afford to when I'm trying to have a good time in the middle of nowhere.
I don't blame you. I'd be drinking
with
like
food
crazy if I was a camping person.
Yeah, like when I do a lot of hiking and like bear country, so it's I don't want to think about that.
No,
but I think
especially a monster.
Every time I go to a train station, I think, what would happen if someone just fell on the tracks right there?
I think that sometimes
stuff like that.
Yeah. I'll randomly think of like something horrible happening just randomly. Not a lot, but just every once in a while. Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But maybe that's why I like horror movies and he makes them. I don't know.
Yeah. What makes people like our brains tick? And what also the fellow listeners, what do you think it is, man?
Yeah.
Something about our psyche, huh?
Yeah. It's like, where does our mind wander to?
I've always been a realist.
Yeah.
Or / pessimist almost. Like I think about, that's how I've always operated my life. I think about what's the worst case scenario and what do I need to do to survive to that point. So I'm always prepared in life for worst cases. I've gotten better. I've gotten much better about positive thinking, but I've always been I need to be prepared for the fucking worst.
The fan.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I still get scared. Like I really want my next car to be an all electric SUV. Yes, because there's like less maintenance and everything on it.
Oh.
And less money you got to spend on it for the upkeep.
I want a diesel using truck. I really want a truck really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, for my next vehicle.
Yeah, should do it.
Sanford's sun
Sanford
shit.
And Son. You're gonna haul some shit around.
Yeah, everywhere I go, I'm like, I need a truck. I'm always in antique shops, like an old lady.
When you visited your brother in Boston.
Oh God, yeah.
And you were trying to you were literally thinking like, I'm gonna rent a U-Haul because all of these wonderful wood furniture pieces that you can't find in Georgia or the South.
Yeah, they're all
And you were ready. I was a little worried
when
you told me that.
Yeah, my brother lives in Worcester, Massachusetts, and there's a lot of, it's bigger city Boston. There's that area is known for like all these universities, and you see like all the university chairs and everything,
and like solidly built,
and very very cheaply. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking buy all this
steal.
Shit.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, you should get a truck. That might be a
bad
idea.
I'm going to do it next time. When I buy a house, I'm going up there and getting me a truck and buying a whole bunch of furniture.
Do it.
But I really do. I do want me like a nice old, I would like a nice old truck. But realistically, those diesel things, 8 gallons to the mile? Like, you're not going to go far.
Right. You're not going to drive up to your brother's part of town and make it without spending a lot of money. Oh, yeah. But yeah, like I think about that, like, oh yeah, I want an electric car, but then I'm like, what if there's a zombie apocalypse? And then how are you going to power your car?
Well, maybe it would work better in a zombie apocalypse because then you can just throw some fucking, you know, what do you call it? Stuff on it to like attract the sun. What's it called?
Oh, like solar power?
Yeah, just solar power your car.
I don't know if they do a lot of those yet. I thought of that too. I did think of that too. Like worst case scenario.
You can just solar power that shit up somehow.
Yeah.
And then I would have to rely on, for example, Venezuela.
You'd be siphoning gas out of other cars.
Venezuela has like, you know, a lot of fucking gas, but their country is drowning in debt and because they can't get it out of the ground. Their president.
Oh, it's just there.
It's just there, and they can't
acquire it.
They can't, like, you know. Weird. That's a whole different subject.
Sad. Ugh.
It is.
Anyway, but bad thoughts tangent. Randomly.
Yeah, these are bad thoughts. But yeah, so we got that sitting on Virginia Beach. That's back to, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the main actress, I hope I'm saying her name right, Kiersey Clemons.
I don't know. And Kiersey, not to be a stereotype, I would think that would be a white person's
That sounds
name.
like a white name. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe she has a white parent.
No, I think she does. I believe she is.
Like she's a little more light skinned,
mulatto.
maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. Mm-hmm. Who knows? Anyway, she said the story was a political allegory with a racial empowerment there. She said, at the time, we were really reacting to the 2016 election and the fear of this monster, in parentheses, Trump, being in office. We wanted it to be this big, white, translucent figure because normally scary things are dark, and we wanted to do the complete opposite of that. I didn't even notice that at the time. That makes sense. They usually are like a dark, any kind of monster anywhere, like a darker color, but this one was not. Mm-hmm. And she said they want to do the complete opposite of that. There's a lot of low-key political themes in it, she said. And she said Dillard, the director, who was African-American, wrote it visually imagining one of his sisters. This was inspired by them and for them. He wouldn't have made it without a black woman being the lead role. It also plays into those themes of black female hysteria and people not believing black women or people of color when we say that we're in danger or that something is violent to us.
Yeah.
I thought that was, I didn't even think about that in the movie, but I'm glad to hear her say that.
I watched the movie. I usually watch the movies before I do any research, so I can get a fresh kickoff of what I think. And I was looking forward to this movie because films don't always have to be about the black experience, which we see a lot of. Yeah. You know, slave movies, whatever. You know, I look forward to reviewing movies that they're just not about being a black person in America, being, you know, the struggles, all of that. Mm-hmm. And that's what I just thought it was. Like, oh, okay, they just had a black woman lead because we haven't seen that a lot. We usually see a white woman in danger or whatever, so it's whatever. Yeah. But when I read that, and I had no idea that it had such a deep meaning for the director. Yeah. And that totally makes sense because in the back of my mind, in the past, growing up, when I watch horror films, I'm always like, dark, something big and dark is always equated with danger and badness.
Or criminals are always depicted as like
who did it? That big black man, that big dark black
or
man,
that Hispanic man, or somebody with a darker skin color.
Yes.
Usually,
yes.
Not
so
always, but usually
that made a lot of sense to make the danger translucent, as they said, with the skin.
Yeah, and like the opposite of that.
And I thought that was great. And also,
I didn't even think that till I read that.
Yeah, I didn't either. And also about like just black women not believed, and women in general. Yeah. But yeah, I really appreciated that the director did that, and he's also director of another movie from 2016 called Slight. And I actually saw that movie. I saw that movie when it came out like a few years ago with my brother, and it was actually like that movie better than this movie.
Oh, what was that one about?
It's not a horror. It's about a street musician.
Mm-hmm. No wonder your brother liked it.
No, he's not
a musician.
Magic. No, magician.
Magic,
your favorite thing.
Oh God.
But it's good. It's just like a guy
I'm just kidding.
hustling. He does street magic and he sells drugs on the side to support his sister. His parents are dead. He's trying to just do right by her and all that kind of stuff. And it was just really raw and written well, but it also has an element of illusion. Well, yeah, it's about an artist. Yeah. So basically the whole movie goes through where he's trying to get out of the drug selling business. Mm-hmm. And there's like a whole climatic scene where he uses his magic to intimidate his
foe.
No, his drug dealer. What do you call it? The guy who sells the drugs. You get him from the head guy. I'm not into this world. I don't know what you mean. Him. The trap house, whatever. I don't know. No, that's the trap house. The trap house guy.
The head honcho.
But anyway, I really did enjoy that piece of work. Nice. And with this was really good too. So I look forward to seeing more stuff from J.D. Dillard.
Yeah. I agree.
Find anything before we dive in?
Just that this movie was shot in Fiji in less than a month.
Yeah.
It was off a little island.
That's pretty quick.
Was it like Bounty something island, I think. Mm-hmm. They had to travel. They were all staying like on some main island in Fiji, and they had to travel like 30 minutes to film there.
So anyway, I did a kill count of 5. So we open with the underwater shot of a roaring silence, and it pans to the surface of our main character, Jen, Kiersey Clemons. And she's washed ashore, and a boy washes ashore as well with a coral reef stuck in his stomach. Mm-hmm. I hate how she has her mouth open, like in her bewildered look. Yeah. With her open mouth. I don't know why. I just thought
it's
it looked
hot
dumb.
out there.
I don't know. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm not. I would look a hot mess.
Her mouth is a gape.
A gape. I would look a hot mess at. Now I take that back. Like it's fine. So she's screaming for Lucas, whoever that is, and she pulls the body to the shore.
Yeah, this random dude. Well, not random, but
we find that his name is Brad and is played by Benedict Samuel. I have seen him before, but he looks familiar. The dead body.
He was still alive for a second.
Yeah, for a second.
Because he only says one line, right?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah, and then he passes
She's
away.
Like, what? And she sees the coral stuck in his side, so she yanks it out, and then she gives him like a little cloth or something and tries to hold his hand over it, but I'm just like, well, now he's just gonna bleed out.
She's like, let me get some water, and she finds a coconut and gets like a sharp rock and like gets it, and she really got that is the hardest thing.
She was working to break that coconut open.
I feel like she had the strength, when like I don't know if it's really true, like a mom can get a car
that
of a
mom
baby
strength, yeah,
that
mama bear strength,
so she
her adrenaline was going.
She got in that fucking coconut. It looked really hard to get into.
But then when she brought it back to him and poured it in his mouth, he had passed, and it just dribbled out.
Yeah, and so my biggest fear is not only if I'm abandoned, but if I'm alone. Wouldn't you want to be there, like
somebody to talk to,
or not just talk to, like to share my fear with, like it's just scarier.
Yes.
So. We get a beautiful drone shot of this beautiful island, which is Fiji. And she walks the island. She scouts the island. It doesn't take long for her to get all the way back to the dead body. Right. So it's a very small island. Yeah. So she decides to go inside the island to look around, and she sees an abandoned bag and a red cooler. Mm-hmm. And she gets excited, and she thinks that, hello, what? This stuff is pretty old.
Yeah,
so
it's all dirty. It's been
She
there.
finds med, and I paused because I wanted to see if it was the good stuff.
What was it? I only saw the name.
Something's a pin.
Okay.
So I was wondering if she got like some good drugs. Yeah. But so anyway, it's in a bag, and she finds old Coke bottles in a cooler, a red thermos, a tin with playing cards, and most importantly, matches. And an old book bag with a book that says Scary Vampire Stories.
I know.
And
it's like random.
Do you remember the Scary Stories books that we had from a kid? They were by Alvin Schwartz. I can't think of his name. But they had the most terrifying drawings I've ever seen. Yeah. And
just
that was
gross pictures. Yes.
Those were campfire stories that scared the shit out of me.
We need to review that one too.
Yeah.
One of them at least. I don't even know if
were
it's
they made into any movies or series?
Yeah.
They were?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But I never looked closely enough. Like I heard about it, and then I didn't hear about it, and then I never looked into it. But
I want to.
I know they were adapted to some kind of film.
Those stories is I read them probably around the same age you read those books. Yeah. It was quite terrifying.
Yeah, they fuck you up.
Yeah. So she's searching along. She finds an old Teddy, an old Game Boy.
I know. I was like, wow, that really dated it. Yeah. It was a Game Boy. I was like, girl. This shit's been out here for like 25 years.
An old tarp, which is good for later. Yeah. And she walks to an old hollowed out tree log, and she hears like a thudding noise, and it's just a bird, and it flies out. Mm-hmm. But you're already given that illusion like something creepy.
Yeah.
On the island. She goes back to the dead body. Brad lays a palm leaf on him.
Mm-hmm. Trying to give him some kind of rough burial for the moment.
Mm-hmm. She does a good job. She sees the sun setting, so you can see like the fear start to lock in her eyes. Like, oh shit,
I was scared for her.
Yes. So we're at night number 1. She sleeps under a tarp and a palm under her ground, and it's a stormy, raining night. She awakes to the camera has a good shot of like of a flapping dead fish eye, like right there.
Yeah.
It's a ton of dead fish washed on the shore. Easy food. And I asked,
like a storm happened and washed all these fish up in the morning, which I've seen on beaches before.
Really?
Have you?
No, I haven't. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think so. I never really noticed. But I paid, like, Raphael noticed the type of fish. They're very colorful fish. And he said he calls them loritos. Lorito. I'm not saying it right.
Like Dorito.
Yeah. Dorito, but lorito. But yeah, that's the fish.
Brightly colored like a Dorito.
Well, yeah, it's like, yeah, I know what those are. He's very familiar with those fish.
Of course you do.
and there's a baby shark also that washes ashore.
Yeah,
that was attacked by something much larger.
Yeah, had a lot of these claw marks in it. It's like, what the fuck would get a baby shark like that? Who knows?
She gets a sharp rock and starts preparing her fish. She gets the heads off and the bone. And she's doing like the same job I would have done.
Like, I know. I was like, I wouldn't know what to do either. I don't know how to scale a fish.
I'd be too scared to eat the fish. I'd be like, I don't know what I can eat. I don't know what I can't eat. Like, it's weird colors.
Yeah, it's like what's poisonous, what's not, and it's like, is there parasites in it?
I would be so fucking paranoid of eating something and then just croaking.
Yep.
Yeah. So she's grabbing her backpack and she escaped with. Fortunately, she gets her headphones out, some glasses, and a journal. And on the journal, did you notice the name? It has our full name on the journal.
No, I didn't.
It's Jennifer Remming. So
in the bottom right corner, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's her monogram journal, and she opens it up, and all the words are washed away.
I was like, oh, that's so sad.
But it was good filming. Like, there's no dialogue, but she's affected by it.
You could feel that.
Yeah, it was
desperation. Important. Like, my memories are gone,
or whatever. Yeah, and so, except for one thing was not washed away. It was a fun Halloween photo booth shots that you get in a little booth of her and her boyfriend,
but you can't see his face because he's wearing a mask. I thought that was interesting. I thought that was a little. Well, anyway,
I thought it
later was, we'll see.
I thought it was cute how they did that. So she decides to walk around, and she comes to a grave spots of 4 people.
Yes.
And they're all carved.
Gravesite.
Yeah, carved.
Like little coral stacked up to make like a little makeshift headstones or whatever.
Yeah. So this makes her think I should, take care of Brad properly.
Yeah.
So she drags his dead body and makes a shallow grave and covers him up with palm and stuff. He does a pretty good job acting dead.
I know. I was like, that was really him. You could tell, like, it wasn't like a fake corpse.
I was like, wow, that's pretty good.
I don't like the whole time where, like, because like I was already like in survival mode just watching this. The whole time I'm like, take the life jacket off of him. Well, you're gonna need that. You're gonna need that. If you have to need,
that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, the whole time I was like, you need all the supplies you can get. I was like, get his clothes, get his shoes, because you're barefoot. You're gonna be walking through this.
Did she take off the?
I think she did eventually, but she didn't take his shoes off. And I'm like, girl, you were walking around in the middle of that island. You're going to like stab your foot on a stick or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get his shoes. He's not going to need them. But she doesn't.
She doesn't. Night two, we're flashing to night 2. She sets up a better camp this time with a tarp and eats her roasted fish. Next day, she comes across Brad's body.
It's gone. And there's blood everywhere where she had buried him.
She makes this oh shit face, and she starts making a spear So she's pretty good at like piecing everything together.
I've been like, where are those pills? I'm just gonna take myself out now. I don't know what's here hunting me. I'm done.
God. Yeah, that would have been good. I mean, the pills. I don't know how pills work as far as expiration, but I don't know how effective they are.
I would try them anyway.
Yes.
That was like, yeah,
If I saw like that big batch of blood and a body gone.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we come to night 3. She's sleeping with spear in hand. Like there's something on here. She wakes up to a thudding noise. God. Weird. Next day, she sees luggage in a bucket in the ocean. She swims in.
Some luggage had washed up.
She's like, oh, cool. Let me get to it. And when she's swimming to the luggage, she sees underwater. What does she see?
God, this giant,
it
deep,
was
dark hole in the sea floor.
Yeah,
not far off the island. And I was like, what the fuck?
That looked pretty good.
An ominous hole.
Yeah. It's night 4 already.
Yeah.
Now she gets some Nikes and some other clothes because I think that was her
That
suitcase,
was what's in this
because everything's fitting pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I didn't even think that. I was like...
And she's taking...
Because we don't get the backstory, like...
there you go. God damn it.
Well,
Dana.
I'm just saying, like, that was...
The backstory.
I was just like, was this a cruise ship? Or is there more stuff that's going to be washing up for more supplies, you know? Or was this like a little small, like,
was it a
excursion boat?
You know,
was it a plane?
You don't know.
We don't know. They never say. So yeah. I was hoping she was going to get more shit to use, you know? But.
And I bet you're hoping that later all your questions be answered or something.
Of course I was.
Of course
I was.
I don't care. Like, I'm a person, I just watch it. I'm like, I'm just in the moment. Yeah. I don't need to know everyone's life.
And I do.
Yeah. So it's night 4. She got some Nikes and some clothes, and she's taking a look at the tin that she found. There's family photos inside. Mm-hmm. And she hears a plane. She gets excited.
Yes.
And she gets a flare gun. And it lights up the sky, and then the plane doesn't see the flare.
It went right under it. It seemed I thought it was gonna hit the plane.
No, I know, me too. Raphael's like, that plane saw that.
I know.
That's
it's
what
like,
Raphael said.
You saw that.
You saw that,
asshole. Turn around or go get help.
Yeah, but what happens when the flame falls to the water?
Ugh, because it lights up the ground where it falls, you know, or whatever, and you see this silhouette of this thing.
It looked like
standing on 2 feet.
It looked like Predator, the outline of Predator or something. So this is when the 80s synth music kicks in. The slasher, this 80s slasher synth music. So it was fitting. Yeah. And she's like, oh shit. And she grabs her spear, runs in the jungle, and you hear like basically the same sound effects from Jurassic Park.
Yeah. You know? The quote, but the caption calls, and everything I've ever watched, the caption calls it Chittering.
Chittering.
Really? Yeah.
Chittering.
Chittering.
Maybe it's that. I don't want to try to make the noise.
I don't either.
That weird.
Or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
So it's called Chittering.
That's what the caption calls it. I didn't even know it had a name.
Gross.
But I was like, well, that sounds familiar. I thought that part was a little played out. I was kind of hoping for a different sound, I guess. Because we don't know what the fuck it is. But anyway.
Don't.
Because it sounds like it could be a dinosaur, could be an alien, monster. It could be anything. I don't know. It just sounded too familiar, like any other thing, I guess.
Okay, it was very familiar, scary sounds.
Yes, we knew it was something bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she hears these Jurassic Park noises or whatever, and a deep thud, and it's right by her, but it walks away.
She almost dies right there.
She looks at the family photo and examines it further, and she...
Oh, God, picture. That Polaroid picture.
Yeah, what does she see in the Polaroid picture?
Yeah, there's a Polaroid picture of a chick, and she's hanging up that same bag that she first found when she came on. So she's hanging up the bag, and you see these 2 glowing dots.
Yeah, in the picture.
Nice.
She's like, oh, my God.
I would have been like, where are those pills? I can't deal with this shit. I can't.
She has that, I got to get the fuck off this island look in her eye, and she gets the suitcase.
Yeah. I thought that was a good idea, what she tried to do.
You explain. What does she try to do when she decides to try to get off the island?
Right. So it's one of those like newer suitcases, like plastic, you know? And so she tries to like zip up like the 2 life jackets inside to like make like a little makeshift raft, I guess, or float. Sure. And when she actually puts it in the water, God, I could feel her disappointment in this. I was just like, fuck, I knew it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
Like the suitcase, it just like, the water gets inside and it weighs it down. And I was just like, it
wasn't going to work. I felt bad for her. She was so frustrated.
I was like, go take those pills. This is it.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. So we're at night number 5. Night number 5. She decides to sleep in a hollowed out log.
Yeah, like that palm tree or whatever that the bird flew out of that she keeps passing by.
Yeah, she's like, I need to like be out of sight. Like she's desperate. Like,
yeah,
because I'll be like, ew, there's bugs in there, but like,
I know at first I was just like, ew, but then I was like,
there's a creature on the island,
and I was just like, no,
okay, I'll
something to hide in.
I guess so far she's making smart moves.
Yeah, she is smart.
Yeah. So in the middle of the night, the creature comes and it's like thumping and clawing at the log
and rolling her around, and it sounds like it's gonna crush her. I thought they did a really cool filming job with that.
Oh yeah,
her fear looked real.
Yeah,
and
she did good.
Just the noises, it was really good.
Yeah. So she awake to a cute turtle making its way back to the ocean.
The little baby turtle. I was like, don't eat that turtle.
And the log, you see it in the daytime now, it's pretty clogged up pretty bad.
Yeah, and it's like moved away from where it was before.
Oh, God. So she's going to do some fishing for this day. She hand catches small fish and takes fish heads as bait and spear fishes a baby shark. Like, she's killing this island life.
I thought that was really smart.
When she catches that, she kills like a baby shark and she's like looking around like, did you see that shit? But like,
I know.
I was like, but no one's around.
It's like she got it first try.
I was like, when you do something big and like, you know, like
you look around and see
like, hey, you see that? Like, there's no one there to
I know. I was like, I see you.
I see you. I see you killing sharks and eating fish.
I was clapping for you.
Yeah. We're at night number 6. Night number 6. She sets up a shark bait and watches from afar.
Yeah.
She wants to see what gets this.
She hangs up like the shark head that she had caught.
I
thought she was gonna eat it.
Me too.
Well, maybe she did. Maybe she ate the bottom half.
Maybe a little bit. She's already doing planning and stuff that I haven't even thought of.
She's smart.
So it's too bad she falls asleep for a second and the creature already took her, so she doesn't get to see.
I know. She hears like a noise. As soon as she looks up, it's gone. She has it hanging from a tree, and in the moonlight, and then it's there, and then it's gone.
Yeah, but she was waiting for it all night, but she didn't get to see it. Next day, another body washes ashore.
Or half a body.
Half a body.
A torso.
It's a dead and missing its body half. As a prosthetics queen, what did you think of this half body slashed up body? Do you think it was pretty good?
I thought it was decent, yeah. Because it was face down at first, and then when she turned it over, the face was nice and bloated, kind of similar to like a lot of water damage in a corpse, I guess. Not that I'm a professional in this or anything, but you know, I like a lot of true crime, and you know, there's a place called Body Farm in Tennessee. Have you heard about this?
No.
Oh, it's amazing. I want to go there. I've been saying it for years. I don't even know how long it's been around for, but they it is, I think it's a part of a university or some kind of further education system or something for maybe like, I don't know. I should know this. I'm sorry. But there is a facility that's a teaching facility where people can donate their bodies to this place. And it's like they have like all these acres and stuff with like they have all these different scenarios set up. Like they will put bodies in like water or just lay them out in the sun or like under all these different conditions to see how the body deteriorates. So then they can learn when they do find a body in a crime scene, they can like determine like time of death by like the size of the maggots that are there, you know, like because they will grow a certain size, you know, by like a certain day of death. Things like that.
Okay, so there's a body farm.
It's called the Body Farm. It's a nickname, is Body
Farm.
So
what are you saying? We can go there and see a whole bunch of bodies?
I mean, I don't know if it's like a tourism thing so much, but I'm sure you can maybe get a tour or something. It's like a learning facility. I want to see it.
I'll go with you.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
But knowing what I know a little bit from reading about that place, it looked like, I know bodies in water will bloat up. So his face was, I don't know how long he'd been in the water, but he had some bloat to him. So I was like, good eye.
Okay.
Good eye special effects person.
All right. Glad you approve. So she decides to string up this bait And so
she's like, I'm gonna use it for something else. As long as it eats everything I put out there, it's not looking for me.
She's being smart. I wouldn't know to like set things up so it would not eat me and eat that, or to
distract it from you every night. But just think, you can't even rest in paradise because you're constantly like, I gotta feed this thing so it doesn't eat me every single day.
Yes.
So stressful. I was stressed.
Mm-hmm. So it's night number 7. This time she's staying up. I want to see what grabs this. The creature grabs the body. We know it's a creature now. Like she sees the
now we see
creature.
a little more in detail now.
But a plane flies overhead. I'm like, oh my god!
I know she's got the flare gun.
She's like,
I can't shoot it.
I didn't know.
I thought she had it.
I didn't see.
Or maybe that was the first one, but she like knew she couldn't do anything because like she's like, by the time they see me, it's gonna eat me if it sees me. Yeah. So I was just like, damn it.
And you see the creature's webbed feet walk by.
Yeah.
Where she is.
Yes.
The next day, there's determination synth music playing now. Like, like I got a plan. I got this.
Yes.
So she sets up a pretty decent hammock high up in the trees. Do you think you could climb up that tree?
Hell no. Not a palm tree. There's no branches to even get your foothold in.
Even at my fittest, like, I don't know how I could climb up a palm tree.
I don't know how you would shimmy up that thing.
I don't know how you shimmy up, but she did it. So it's night number 8. She's sleeping in her high hammock.
Yeah, she makes a hammock out of it. I was just like, how the hell?
Look at you.
This girl is smart. Mm-hmm. And she looks like she's from the city. So I'm just like, where did she get all these skills from?
I couldn't she just looks like a normal girl. Yeah, but she was very quick and survivable mode what to do.
She had some good skills.
So it's night 8. It's stormy and she sees the beast, an outline of it. Mm-hmm. It lays quiet, and she like retreats in her hammock, lays real quietly, and it apparently gets to the tree, and the hammock gets knocked out.
It touches her or something.
She gets knocked out of the hammock, and she's gunning. She's running, and she has spear in hand, and she's able to stab him, and he flings her over. God. And this is what I don't get. For some reason, he decides just to dive into the water and retreat.
I know. Maybe he was just like, oh, I didn't know this thing was going to fight back. And it scared him,
maybe.
Yeah.
So she wakes up to a leg wound, and she decides to take a bath because she has her toiletry bag from her suitcase. And
she got some soap.
Which is a good
I would have been scared to even go out there to take a bath. I don't know. Just because of that
probably.
hole. I would have been like, that's fine. I'll just stink. Who's going to smell me?
I think she put together this thing only comes at night. So okay during the day.
True.
But that's good. Like,
that's
clean.
What we think.
That's what clean my I need to clean my infection because so she's already doing the right thing she needs to do. In the distance, she sees a raft and she swims to it. And so there's a raft and there's people on it. And she hugs Lucas.
It's her boyfriend.
Played by
their friend Mia.
And her friend Mia. Lucas is played by Emery Cohen. I had never seen him.
Me neither.
And he's like, it's okay, we're here now. Shh, shh, shh.
Yeah.
It's okay. That whole, that, shh, it's okay. Yeah. And the girl Mia is played by Hannah Mangan Lawrence. I've never seen her either. They are ecstatic. They are happy. They're drinking Coke now. Some old bottles of Coke.
Yep.
And I meant to look up how long it lasts. It's probably flat.
It's probably flat.
But
there's so many chemicals. And
but they're like, this is
preservatives.
Delicious.
Yeah, sugar, and they need sugar right now.
They got coconuts and fish, so like they feel safe.
Yeah,
they're good. And Jen's like, cool. I know you just got back from the ocean, but
trying to relax
but we got to get the fuck out of here.
But we got to go. We got to go right back out.
She's like, there's an animal, and Lucas says, sweetheart, there's lots of animals, and that's the first time we hear the word sweetheart, which is the name of the title. And I remember reading that basically as they were writing the script, they thought it'd be fun to name it something that still kept the audience guessing, like why is it, because I was thinking that's
also
like,
something a little ironic maybe.
Like, why is it called Sweetheart?
I know, I didn't get it at first.
I didn't get it, and like when I hear the words, I'm like, okay, yeah, sweetheart, like, yeah. So I think it was just a way to keep you guessing, or throw you off to, the meaning of the movie. If we just
like, what are we gonna call it? Sea monster.
Sea monster. Yeah, you could, but like that's just a little too on the nose. So yeah, I thought that was kind of clever.
Yeah, I thought so too.
So She's like, no. It's a monster. It's huge. It lives in water, walks on land, and drags its food back into the ocean.
And he's like, no.
No, baby.
Sweetie, no.
Baby, no.
No, it doesn't.
And she's like, yeah, Zach washed up, which was the half body. And like, so far, these are like the whitest names I've ever seen. We got Zach and Brad. And yeah, she shows the tin full of pictures. Like, see, look at the background, the eyes in the back.
Yeah, this picture.
I got it last night. There's black blood on my spear, like.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she's like trying to prove to them. Mia gives this big speech about like, I don't think I'll be coming to the beach much after this. It's so embarrassing this way. Well, she's supposed to be Australian. She is Australian.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't get her accent.
I didn't like her, so I didn't pay
Really?
attention to her accent.
I didn't mind her.
Because, so when her and Lucas wash up on the raft, right? There was a feeling about them.
There was.
And I was just like, because that was her boyfriend, but he looked guilty. When
he looked guilty?
I feel like he looked kind of guilty.
The vibe I just kept getting from him, he was just very douchey. He was just a
Probably
very
that too.
douchey guy, but I didn't get a sense that Mia had any fault in whatever that his behavior.
The way that Mia kind of took his side about like, oh no, you don't know what you're talking about a monster on this island. Like,
but
you don't know.
What would you say?
I don't know. I don't know their dynamic between each other. I was like, is he cheating on her with her?
No,
that's what I thought.
I didn't get that vibe. I didn't get that vibe. I didn't think Mia was the fault for anything. I thought she was pretty normal, but maybe I was wrong. But
they never say. But I don't know. I thought he was acting weird around her.
Yeah, and so she's like,
they just dismiss her.
Yeah, so she's like telling Jen, I don't think I'll be going to the beach much after this anymore. It's so bad. Like all my family back home is just waiting for me to fail. She didn't have a very strong Australian accent because she's real Australian.
No, because I didn't even catch it.
So I'm sure for like acting, you're like gonna lay on the thickest, fakest, like out there. But she was pretty real and just a subtle Australian. Anyway, I just noticed that. I was trying to figure out where she's from, and I don't think it's the most embarrassing way to die. Like,
me neither.
Like, what do you think is the most embarrassing way?
And it's like die? We never even find out like what happened to how she got it like that, how anybody ended up on that island anyway.
Oh,
so
you're
whatever.
Still talking about his backstory.
Of course I am.
I'm talking about like, okay, if I died from a shipwreck, okay, whatever. I think it's embarrassing to die like from like falling off a cliff doing a selfie or something. That's embarrassing.
Right.
Like you can't.
Well, she seemed kind of base. Well, I don't know.
You don't like me. We gotten that. Or you feel a way about her.
I feel a way about her. I don't like her. Something rubs me wrong about her.
Okay.
But anyway, she could.
All right.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Well, Jen says, I'd rather die out there than on this island. You don't know what it's like out there, she said, in the water.
Nice accent.
You don't know what it's like out there in the water. So she just runs off because no one's believing her. She tells Lucas, let's go west. I saw planes out there. I need you to believe me. And I hate this part. He like rubs her neck. Like, in like in a soothing,
condescending way too.
I don't know why that makes my skin crawl when a guy like reaches and rubs your neck with his thumb. Mm-hmm. He says, I do, baby, I do. I just need a little more time, okay? But he's saying it in a way like...
He's like, I've been on this raft the whole time. I'm not ready to get right back on the raft again because we're so... Yeah, we've been out there for days.
Yeah.
But also, yes, gross.
Yeah.
Because I don't like him either.
He's very douche vibes. Yeah. So she grabs his Swiss Army knife that he has on his keychain. She
has a little knife.
So she decides to get food for the trip back onto the water.
Like, well, fuck y'all, I'm leaving without you then.
And you notice this right when she opens the Swiss Army knife.
I didn't notice that until I was looking back on some of the reviews.
Oh, really?
I didn't notice.
I noticed.
Blood was on it.
I saw a little bit of blood.
Okay.
But I noticed when she opened that Swiss Army knife, she looked back at him suspiciously. Like something. She's like, look, you got to give us some time and let us... We need to rest a bit. She's like, you don't rest here. Jen, you've been alone and you're scared. Sweetheart, we're not getting on that fucking raft tonight. All right? Just not tonight. So everyone's high tension. Mm-hmm. She storms off. She decides to load up the cooler and supplies and tries to leave on the raft without them.
Yeah.
And Luke was like screaming, stop. Like they get in the water.
They try to chase her.
Yeah, they try to get her out. Like she ends up kicking Mia. Mia grabs the paddle. Yeah, well, she's kicking away. So Mia grabs the paddle and hits her and knocks her out.
Yeah.
So we wake up to night 9. Jenna wakes up tied to a tree. She, the girl, Mia's like, I'm sorry for hitting you. It's just no other way.
Nice.
She's like, we all feel guilty. We've been through a lot, something traumatic, and we're all dealing with it in our own ways. And it wasn't that thick, but she's like, guilty. I'm not lying. She's like, right when you said you got mugged before the trip. So
right here we get a little bit of a backstory now. Mm-hmm.
Jen, it's not that I don't believe you. It's just that it's been a little hard over the years from knowing you. So we get the impression that this girl lies a lot. So it's the whole cried
she might be
wolf.
A pathological liar.
Yeah,
perhaps.
Whole cried wolf situation. Lucas comes back from the jungle. She's like, it doesn't come from the woods, so you're not going to find it in the jungle.
Yeah, he's looking for whatever he's
like I'm trying to find what you're talking about. And then this is where it all comes out from Lucas. Like, there's always a black cloud hanging over your head. I bring you on this amazing trip. Everyone's having a good time except you. The moment you decide to tell me that maybe you don't want to be in this, storm clouds blowing, and then this happens.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, there's a storm cloud around you. And I
was like, damn.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do when you get back? You from being rescued. Where are you gonna live? I pay for your life. You're gonna go back to school, like it's very controlling.
Oh, we didn't mention
behavior.
Lucas is white.
Okay,
Mia is white.
God damn. All right.
Well,
yes.
I'm saying, like, he's doing like that white savior kind of like. Well, I take care of you.
I didn't think about that, but
maybe it wasn't like that. But that's kind of idea.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone else is white except Mia. Mm-hmm. So Jen. I mean, except for Jen, the main character. Mm-hmm. And as far as for the allegory of this movie and the meaning, look, I'm not a very smart cookie. So
yes, you are.
Yeah, I get what he was saying about how like the monster is white and she is dark. But I found it interesting that Mia, who was a black woman who should be believed when things happened to her, had a history of white. Sorry. Jen, the main character, who needs to be believed,
right?
Which is a point that the director was trying to make.
Right.
She's known for lying. So I thought
that was confusing
for the whole purpose of, making a point.
Yeah.
But interesting.
That made me feel conflicted.
It did.
I didn't like the way I was like, oh, but I was on her side. But like now,
but she's a liar.
Is she kind of a shitty person though?
Making up stories of being mugged and stuff. So okay. So yeah, like no one's gonna believe your.
That was so.
So that was different. Yeah. But yes, they're white, and he was very douchey. Her boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Which, if you think about it, if we're making points here, that could be conflicting for some people who may not like that she's in this interracial relationship and she should be. I don't know. I didn't really think about it. But yeah. So yeah, they're white. Everyone else is white, and except her on this shit. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, you should be grateful that you're living this life.
I guess
because. We provided it for you.
Yeah, like I don't know what her circumstances were to why he was supposedly taking care of her, but
it just sounded like a controlling, abusive boyfriend,
right?
Emotionally abusive boyfriend. That's what it sounded like to me. So, anyway, it was kind of fucked up. She was like ready to dip and leave them stranded because they wouldn't even have a way to get off. Yeah. After that, they're having that discussion. And while they're arguing
to untie her from the tree,
we hear Mia out by the beach.
Mia's dipping her toes in the water, walking along the shoreline.
Yeah.
Yep. By herself.
Yeah. Then what happens?
Oh, she gets it by the monster.
Yeah. So Lucas goes out and tries to save her, but
she goes and she goes underwater.
Okay. So now we're at the point where we believe you. We believe you, Jen. Yeah, Lucas believes,
like, finally, oh, you are telling the truth about something.
It's so funny. The day comes and he's hiding in a tree like a little bitch. Like she's like, he has this like pussy look on his face, like, where is it? I'm scared.
She's like, I'll tell you how to deal with this monster.
I'll tell you how to deal. She's been in survival mode, and he's immediately in, I'm scared little sissy mode. So she's fishing out there. I thought it was funny at this part. Like, she's fishing, and he's just holding the bucket while she's doing all the
work,
spear catching, and all that kind of stuff.
Let the women do the work.
And they light their last match for their last fire.
I hated that every time she opened that match box. Like, you knew she only had a set amount of days she could use them.
That's true.
To cook her food or to have any kind of light at night.
So far, we have come to.
Oh my God, I'm so stressed.
Yeah. So far, we come to. So she had about 9 matches. Mm-hmm. So we're approaching night 10. Yeah. So yeah, that's true. I was stressed about like how many matches. Or you have to keep the fire going at all times. But anyway, so they take to the ocean, and she gets into the raft.
And
she notices what in the raft.
She jumps in the raft first as they're pushing off, and there's blood all over the floor of the raft.
What did you think when you saw that?
I was confused because I was like, I know somebody died. Mm-hmm. But I don't understand who or why. Because I thought they would all try to survive together.
I browsed to see what that was implicating.
Oh.
And basically, it's the same conclusion that I think happened. That Zach, who was the half body that washed ashore, maybe there was a tussle or argument. Yeah. Well, actually, it's explained a little later, because later in the movie, he says something about like what Mia said. Mia says you're starting to sound like Zach.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically,
like, what does that mean?
Like unhinged out of it. So maybe he was experiencing, when you lose your mind a little bit out there, where you're out in the,
dehydrated,
dehydrated, all that kind of stuff, talking nonsense. And I don't know, probably became erratic, or maybe they stabbed him and dumped him over. Right. I don't know, but
they saw him as a threat to their survival, probably.
Perhaps, but yeah. So he believes her now. They're fishing, and they gather supplies. They get on the raft. She sees the blood. All right.
Yeah. She just shuts up. She's like, well, we still got to go.
When I saw this, I thought they would be like on the raft for a few days, but immediately when they get on the raft,
they didn't even give them like 2 minutes.
Not even 2 minutes to relax on the raft, to have some sense of hope. The fucking beast wastes no times, and he's like, I thought this motherfucker earlier comes there during the day, like or
in the night,
the nighttime is daytime.
All of a sudden, yeah.
There's tussling inside the raft. He shoots a flare gun in its face, so it retreats a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like, why didn't you die from that?
And then after that, Jen gets pulled back into the water from it.
She just like, there wasn't even a hole in the bottom of the raft, and she was in the corner of it underneath the awning part of it, and she just goes whoop.
She gets zoop, and I
was like, motherfucker.
I know. We see this underwater of her with the actual creature. We finally get a full look at this creature in the water.
We also got like a good look at him, like, because when his face popped up in the raft, like God. That thing. Okay, what kind of animal did you think of when you first saw it?
I didn't think of an animal.
You didn't? Because I clearly saw a shark face. Some kind of twisted shark face.
I just saw this ugly thing with like a lot of nostril action, like a lot of
flaps,
and a lot of
eyes,
face holes for breathing.
Face holes. On that note, I would like to go into how they made this creature.
Yeah, who was played by Andrew Crawford, who's an Australian ballet dancer.
Which was cool. Who would have thought that a ballet dancer would be under a monster costume?
He did. He did swim very gracefully in the water.
I didn't even know he was swimming. I didn't know what was CGI and what wasn't at this point, to be honest. When they were underwater, I didn't know.
You can go into this because, so tell us about that.
Yeah, like, so he this isn't his first go at like being in a monster role. He was also wore the xenomorph suit for Alien Covenant. And Dillard, the director, he wanted a new creature performances, according to Wiki. Someone whose movement vocabulary wasn't, I've played 1,000 creatures. A part of what we were trying to wrap our head around was to go back into an instinctual level, working with someone who just comes from a different world. Crawford suffered that role. And I found that like the costume weighs at least 180 pounds.
That's crazy.
I know. And he said it's hot. We're in Fiji.
Yeah.
That they nicknamed the monster Charlie on the set.
Why Charlie?
I don't know. That's what they nicknamed him. I saw it in a couple places. Charlie's head itself was very unwieldy in its weight. So it's not just a creative gig, they said. It's like an endurance gig and a psychological gig. And what we really have to do there is listen to him and listen to his support team. If they say Crawford can only do one more take, then it's only one more take. You can't abuse that. You don't want anybody hurt or passing out. The other very peculiar fear we dealt with, that suit is made of foam latex, and if you were to ever actually fall in the water, it basically doubles, if not triples, in its weight because of all the water it absorbs.
Oh, wow.
So he could easily drown in the suit. Scary. Just by itself.
Wow.
And then a little more about the suit or the special effects from vulture.com. They said, despite its lack of screen time, Dillard's creature is actually, because we don't see it a lot, it's still very secluded and whatever.
Yeah, in the darkness.
Yeah, usually. And the Dillard's creature is actually a full-fledged monster whose every inch was considered during production and by none other than famed designer Neville Page, an extremely accomplished effects specialist known for his work on spectacle movies like Cloverfield, Avatar, and Prometheus. Mm-hmm. Page set to work creating not just an expertly crafted creature in the literal sense, but one with a backstory the designer could reference when imagining how its movement should correspond with its intentions. So you were talking about all the little flaps and everything, right?
Yeah.
So the monster's body parts aren't simply decorative, but they're also functional. Almost everything was built upon a biologically sound foundation. The imperceptible pattern on the monster's skin, however, serves a less functional role. It was meant to resemble the shadows cast by wrought iron gates around Victorian houses. So wow. I had to go back and Google that image because I was like, what are they talking about? Because I never looked at it that close with the skin pattern. Mm-hmm. But apparently there's like little strips of skin, like everything looks functional. Like in one place I was reading that like the way they were describing it was just like it didn't sound like a monster they created. It sounded like something a zoologist found in the wild, because like all the little flaps and like, where do you put this one flap on its head? It needs to hear, or it needs to make a sound, or it needs to like be on land at this point, and then it needs to like still be aerodynamic and above water. Like they thought of all this shit for it, and I was like, wow, I did not. It's just like a creepy shark man alien detailed face.
Yeah.
With 2 sets of eyes, which I was like, bleh, I hate anything with more than 1 set of eyes. Gross.
I will admit that it was so detailed and gross that I try to look away.
I was looking really hard. I was like,
I wasn't looking hard. Unlike the last movie, Salem's Lot, I wanted to look harder at that vampire.
And they didn't let you.
They let me for this one.
They're like, no, the makeup was shitty and old and it was cracking.
And I was very glad that they respected the actors' limitations as far as the heat, because like we were listening to a live of a podcast that you like, and they were talking about like the behind scenes for not Rosemary's Child, no, The Exorcist.
Yeah.
And they just flung that little girl around like and it's like, go harder this time, pulling her. Like
she had to do a lot.
They did, weird, and they did
inappropriate shit for a little girl.
She had scoliosis as a result of like just the harshness of which they threw her body around for the
she was flailing
around with the scenes of being possessed. So respect your actors. Limitations.
Like look out for their health and well-being.
Yeah, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
My respect for the movie increased because the whole time I thought it was CGI monster. I'm like, another modern film.
Some parts maybe were.
Sure, some more parts, but I was like, I have this mindset of any modern film, so it's like the fun part about the creature features from the 50s is like,
it's all handmade shit.
It's a guy walking around in a suit. I was like, I just automatically assumed that it wasn't. And I was amazed to find that it was, and I thought that was very cool. They did that.
That was
so
cool.
You could react. I'm saying a lot of actors probably gotten good at reacting to a blue screen, but it probably helps with the whole being able to do that.
Yeah.
So we finally see the creature, you know,
in all its glory.
And at this point, he lets her go because she gets a good couple stabs in, but like
she still has the Swiss Army knife from Lucas.
I
would not even have thought of that if I was being dragged underwater to that hole in the ocean floor where he lived. I would not even have thought, like, I would have been like just in panic mode. I wouldn't even have thought like, oh yeah, I have this knife that I can just like, you know, fold out of this thing and stab him with.
That's the first thing I would have been thinking.
Really? Because I'm scared of water. Like, I love being in the ocean, but like the one way I don't want to die is by drowning.
Well, that's my biggest fear,
or not being able to breathe.
My biggest fear is to die by drowning, obviously, but I don't know. I've never been in a situation where I have to attack an animal or something.
Yeah, and hopefully we never are. It's not
it was close.
You.
A bear. We were camping in fucking Gatlinburg in a cabin. And the owner's like, "There's lots of bears." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
Oh my god!
And there's like bear, like they're city bears, man. They go in the trash cans. They expect food. Bears. And so like we were packing up our gear to go to the car, and we had a food bag, and a family of bears got on the porch when we were outside on the porch,
like in the daytime.
Oh and god. They just wanted the food, so they got it. But Raphael was trying to. He had my purse, which had my phone, my wallet, my keys.
All the important things.
All the ways to get out. The bear took my purse. So
oh my god.
Raphael is like, you know.
What did you like, kung fu?
No, he just like tried to scare the bear. Like yell at the bear.
And clap at him or something.
Yeah. The bear's supposed to retreat, but it didn't. It moved forward towards Raphael.
Oh,
Raphael turned around and slipped on a mat, like cartoon style, and then he got in the house and closed the door. But he was trying to scare the bear, but the bear was like,
I'm not scared of people.
I was pissed that
bear.
I was told like, okay, you're supposed to make noise and all that kind of stuff. But it just seemed to not care and just went towards him.
Oh,
I'm getting stressed.
You never told me
this
this story. Oh my god!
No, I don't. I'm getting stressed just thinking about it.
Oh my god! And you still want to go camping?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll be fine. But yeah, the weird thing was I wasn't even camping. I was in a cabin. You know,
that's even scarier. There's nowhere safe in the woods.
Well, no, it's because like when they see food and they get foods from trash cans. But if you're in a national park, you know, it's gonna be locked up. You're not gonna leave any trace. And if you do, there's a big consequence to that. So
yeah,
they're
like
not
your life,
or the bear's life. They'll get shot and killed.
Oh,
they put it down. Yeah,
but so sad.
I saw a sign one time when I was in national park, and it was a big flyer with a bear, and it said, "You killed this bear." That's what the sign said. So basically, it said, whenever you leave chicken, like it showed like basically a story of someone fed chicken or at a picnic table and expects food now. Yeah. So to protect humans, the bear's going to come around and get very close to humans. It's going to expect food. So apparently they put the bear down.
Oh, that's so sad.
It is sad, but basically the sign says you're responsible for this bear's death because you fuckers
like don't
feed the
don't interact with them at all.
Don't feed the bear. Anyway,
God, that's so sad.
That was amazing. I was so happy that it was not CGI.
Yes.
So yes,
back to sea monsters.
Back to sea monsters.
Away from bears and back to sea monsters.
Now this part I was a little surprised about. You know, the monster lets her go. Lucas dives and jumps into the water, and you know,
I guess he's trying to save her.
But that's odd. I didn't think he looked like such a punk. Like I didn't even think he would.
What are you gonna do?
No, I just didn't see his character as someone who would try to save her. I think he would just like try to save himself.
Yep.
So that was odd. Agreed. I didn't know if that was intentional. But in doing that, unfortunately, the monster, the creature, grabs Lucas and drags him into the hole.
Yeah, goes after him instead.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a knife to fight with.
And she's conveniently saved again. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Could you imagine Raphael getting dragged down to a hole?
Oh my God, don't make me think about that.
I'm just like.
If I watch my loved one just.
Yeah.
And I would.
Well, that guy was kind of an asshole, though.
Huh?
I mean, that guy was kind of an asshole.
Oh, I was like, Raphael? Like,
no. I was like, so like, it was probably a little easier to be like, well, he was going to shit on me anyway if we survived. You know what I mean?
Well,
not that it means he needs to die horribly. But
no, I just think in that moment, you just live for survival. And then when you probably months later, when you're calm, then you grieve all that kind of stuff. But in the moment, you're just on survival mode. Yeah. You don't grieve just yet. Your body's kicking into
shock.
Shock. So we're back on the beach. Unfortunately, they did not escape. We're down 2 other people and back to just our lone survivor here.
She's back to just one herself.
And she's smart. She salvages the flame from earlier.
Yeah, there's still like a little fire.
Tinder, so she gets that going again. So there's a fire, and then she writes in her journal, "I'm writing this as a source of proof."
On the blank pages that had washed away.
She's like, Reed and Lucas. Like she talks about how it's like, there was 2 people, Zach and Brad. I never knew their last names.
Right.
I'm like, it puts it in perspective.
Yeah,
like,
they're just Lucas's friends, my boyfriend's friends.
Yeah. Mia Reed and Lucas Griffin, and they died. For a lot of my life, I always had trouble being believed. Truth doesn't always come with a receipt, as they say nowadays. Mm-hmm. Where's the receipts, girl? Whatever. But sometimes all we have is our word. There's no way I can tell you that there's a monster that's twice of the height of a man I've ever seen. If you read this, that means my body's on the island or deep in a hole off the west shore.
Ugh.
I've been running from this creature, but no longer. So she's writing this, and it does the whole, like, you see her prepping.
Right. She's like, I'm fighting back.
Making several makeshift weapons and spikes and traps and all that kind of stuff. It's like, I hope this letter is enough, all kind of stuff. So we're at night number 10. Receipt. We're at night number 10, the final night.
Yeah, you just see her carrying all these, like... Yeah. Sticks and just random shit, and I was like, what is she doing?
So it's night 10, and a head ascends from the water into the night sky. Oh god, it's so gross. And this is the end.
Wait, which head?
The head of the monster. You see it coming out of the water.
Oh, I thought you meant it floated, like it was detached. I was like, when did they cut its head off?
No. You just see just the head part.
Right in like the sight line of the fire, right? Mm-hmm. In the shadow, and I was like,
the monster comes to the fire. She surrounds the monster in a ring of fire.
Yeah, she what's the word I'm looking for? She like not drags him, but like.
First of all, I don't know how she did that part. How do you set a whole bunch of things on fire in a ring? Like, you have to have gasoline or something to do something like that.
I know. That was like an accelerant or something.
It's like accelerant. It was a huge accelerant.
It was weird. Was that the same site where like she found, because it was like in the middle of the island, there was like this big open sandy patch where the graves were from the previous people that were there, right? Mm-hmm. The cool part about that was like when she was like prepping for his return and gathering her sticks and everything, she dug up the bodies that were in that grave, and she took their bones and sharpened them to use as weapons.
I didn't notice that she dug up bodies.
She did, because she got the bones.
Jesus.
Yeah, okay. I was like, this bitch, wow.
Okay.
Like, I was just like, she's going for every piece of thing she can use, and I was just like, I told you she was smart. She's fucking brilliant.
Hopefully.
Because, you can't break bone as easy, maybe as a stick. I don't know.
I don't know. But I thought it would be kind of difficult to be sawing down. I don't know.
I don't know what she was sharpening anything with. She found she had that sharp stone from the beginning that was like, she was using to like open that first fish with. But anyway.
She's over preparing just in case. So
right. Lures, that's the word I'm looking for. She lures somehow the monster into that open area.
He does seem a bit, that's the one thing you have on your side, intelligence over a creature that doesn't look like it has too much smarts.
You hope
you do. You hope. And so she gets her spear traps ready, and there's a big fight, and she's fighting for her life.
Like every time they're tussling, like she gets a stab, he like knocks her, and she like lands on another pile of like stick spears that she's like strategically placed in all these areas. And like she's just like, so she always has a little spear little small handheld one to just like get a stab in, you know.
Apparently she gets him enough.
Yeah, she just goes and goes. I was like, this bitch. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This bad bitch. I was just like, oh my God. I couldn't face that thing.
But
I would have taken those pills, like I said.
The fucked up part is like, I was like, she's a liar.
You were still thinking about the things she lied about in her personal life.
Yeah. And she's like a party pooper, apparently. Like on the boat. Like, everyone's having a good time. I did
start thinking about how she was on the boat. I was just like,
and she made up a story that she got mugged.
Yeah. I was just like, I wonder, I can already see her just being like all
bitch face,
snubbing everybody. Yeah. Like she's sitting in the corner, everybody's having drinks. I don't even know what size boat this is. I don't know if it's a cruise ship or I don't know if it's like a small little yacht. I don't know. But I just see her just like poo-pooing on everything and just being like antisocial.
Maybe it's a representation of, oh, by the way, like she kills the beast and she wins and the whole island catches on fire. So the whole island catches on fire and the camera zooms out. Yeah. Okay. And but then you're like, she's still
stuck. Well, it chases her to the shoreline.
Chases her to the shoreline.
Yeah, that was a really dramatic scene, though. Yeah, because like she runs out of that middle of the island, and then it chases her, even though it's like wounded as shit, and like she falls, and it's like right behind her, and I was just like, how the fuck is this thing still alive? And like she turns around, and you can like see it. Mm-hmm. Like in its full glory. And it just is ready to like lunge, and then it just succumbs to all its injuries and just collapses face down. Yeah. And she goes and she takes I guess she probably had another stashed little spear, and she's just like
yeah, you gotta yeah.
She's making sure he's dead. I was like, yes, I would if I had that chance, I knew he was down, I would take a big coconut and smash his head in. Make sure he never wakes up.
Yeah.
But I was like, does he have friends?
What?
Is he the only one?
Well,
like, where did he come from?
You know, the cart before the horse. Just kill what you're dealing with.
Well, I know, but I was just like, is there another one out there
that's gonna come backstory? Like you need to know.
Well, like you don't know. Like, where did he come from? And it's like, did he reproduce from some other ones? Are there other ones out there that's gonna like, oh, one of my own has been killed by a human. I'm going to come.
I'm telling you what happened.
Redeem his death.
There's some Mountain Dew that fell off of a ship years ago and fell into the ocean, and Mountain Dew created some creature. What? Some toxic waste kind of creature kind of. I don't know.
Oh, is this your made up backstory?
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Like the world's pretty polluted.
But it also could have been like alien.
Have you seen like pictures of real fish like on the shore of China that are like riddled with pollution, and they are hideous?
Yes.
So yeah, something like that. You know, like something toxic, wasty.
Yeah, like mutant kind of thing.
Mutated bullshit. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that's the end, and we don't know if she gets rescued. And
she decapitates him.
I didn't see all that.
She takes the head off.
What? I don't remember all this.
Really? Oh
no.
My God, she does. She decapitates them.
Does she pick it up in her hand and hold the head like you're supposed to? Like, I didn't see that part.
She takes it and she limps away to the raft carrying the severed head as proof of what happened on the island.
Oh, I didn't remember
That's
that
her
part.
Receipt.
Okay, her receipt.
Ka-ching!
Yeah, she got her receipt. But like she's still stuck on the island. That's the thing where I read. Like, we don't know if she ever gets. We assume because there's
she still has the raft. I thought
the raft had like a big. Did she?
I thought I saw it at the end.
I didn't.
Maybe I wished and I thought I saw it there.
I don't remember seeing the raft, and it looked pretty damaged from.
I mean, yeah, it had holes.
Whatever that thing did.
So,
but I read
she could have stitched it back together.
People were I don't know the word. They were trying to guess as well about the end if she ever gets rescued, and I read pretty much the same thing as maybe I concluded that probably the big fire would attract a plane at some point,
right?
And
like
they
that
would
fire,
investigate.
It spreads outside of that area that she set up, and it just engulfs.
So
like you cannot see that from an airplane.
So that's what happens. She wins. This survivor on the island. Does she?
We don't know.
She has a receipt. There's the whole island's on flames, so a fucking plane that flies often, apparently. There's planes flying all the time that we've heard.
Like every couple days or something.
A couple days. Maybe. It'll see it, and I'm sure they'll fucking investigate or something. I think she'll be rescued.
I hope so. I was like, did she just do all that? I mean, I know she had to like survive, but for how long? Like,
yeah, she just burned all her food.
Yeah, she burned all her.
Yeah.
Everything she could use for like cover. And
but going back to what you were saying, how she was probably a party pooper on the boat.
Yeah.
I think that if we're sticking in line with the themes of what the director was trying to, make points about, like, how the black person is not always the monster bustler. Maybe she's a party pooper on the boat because she's a black woman in a white society, and people are expecting her to be happy and grateful and assume that everything's fine. There's not racism. There's not systemic racism. There's not this and that.
I don't experience
we're like,
it.
why are you mad? Why are you sad? Like, maybe that's what I got from it. Like, everyone who's on the boat is white and having a great time.
Yeah.
And they don't understand why this black person, is upset.
Yeah.
So maybe I translate that to the society.
Yeah, could be.
But whatever. But anyway, in a nutshell, it doesn't have to be a nutshell. It could be a big nutshell, whatever. What did you like and dislike?
Even.
A coconut shell and a coconut shell. What did you like and dislike about the movie, Dana?
I will say at first I was kind of like, well, that was kind of simple and short.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, okay. Yeah. But then when I started going back and like researching like the background of everything, then I was just kind of like, I appreciated it more. And like, just everything that went into like the thought that went into like the special effects, but also just kind of like the storyline too. And I was just like, I totally forgot about like creature feature films.
Oh and yeah, all that. That's usually like, not my pick. I totally
forgot about them. Yeah,
I didn't even know this was a creature feature. I just picked it.
I didn't either. But like when I saw another reviewer describe it as such, I was like, I was
not
like,
really.
It is though. It is.
Yeah,
it's like one of those old school creature features.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I could appreciate it from that point of view.
Any dislikes? No matter how minor or whatever.
I feel like I would have liked a little bit more, and don't yell at me. Don't at me, Kip. A little more about like, why was there a reason why she, quote, lied about things?
We should.
Like, was it like a survival thing in?
Oh, like on her real life, why she lied.
Yeah, and like, yeah.
Dana, the thing is, we've known people like this in our real lives, and like who just habitually lie, and why they do it, I really don't know. Yeah. Like the story she said where she got mugged, like maybe for attention,
right?
You know what I mean? I don't know why people lie. We all do it. Under a minor scale or whatever,
like
but like
white lie,
white lie here or there. But people who lie a lot, I don't know why they do it.
I mean, sometimes it's just it's a mental issue, pathological liars. I don't know. I mean, I've known people that I've known since childhood, like that. I always kind of thought growing up, I'm like, why? Like they would embellish things. They would elaborate on things. And I'm just kind of like, I don't even know what's the truth and what's not anymore. But I know you're not doing it out of a place of evil, I guess.
Not of evil.
It's more like, I just feel like you weren't paid attention enough to it as a child.
Exactly, the attention thing. Why do you have to make up grandiose things?
Right. It's just like, and I just feel like they just weren't paid attention enough to, maybe, which makes sense. Like the black woman is not believed, so maybe I don't know.
Like what will it take for you to believe?
Yeah. Do I have to
believe? Yeah. And so I guess I can translate.
Do I have to fictionally put myself in danger for you to care? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm taking it too far. I don't know.
No, but I guess you could say it's like. I
was just wondering
why
it was like that.
Yeah, it was interesting, the aspect of the character that she was a liar. So I was like trying to place it and everything.
Yeah, I was like, how bad of a liar and what circumstances?
I don't know. I would love to hear any fans who watch this movie and obviously have now known everything that happened because I tell you in the podcast, what you think the intention of the director and the writers for making the main character have that history of lying,
giving this twist on her personality.
It really, But for example, like I'm sure you've watched Drunk History before, right?
Yeah, a couple of them, yeah.
And supposedly the woman who did not sit down, would not stand up on the bus. Mm-hmm. We know it's the old lady, old lady Rosa Parks. That's supposedly a young black teenage mom. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, that story doesn't really look good. She's a pregnant teenager. Let's take the old lady. Mm-hmm. You have to have,
the clout or something.
Well, no, it's just like, we don't want that mixed into, well, she's not really a respectable young lady. She's a young teenage mom. Mm-hmm.
Like she
you want the
up
story
early in life or something.
Yeah, you want the story to be focused on a big fluff of a story. Maybe it's like that, like with George Floyd, like conservatives and rightists like to say, well, he's been in jail several times. Like they love that. Like,
only pick apart the negative
pick apart what the person has done in their life.
Mm-hmm. And nothing else.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this person was killed. And at the end of the day, like this bitch in this movie, I called her bitch. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
She's a bad bitch.
She's a bad bitch. This bad bitch in the movie. Yeah, she's not perfect.
Mm-hmm. Nobody is.
But yeah, this matters. It was real, man. It was real, man. And now she has the receipts because apparently she took the head. And I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
So for me,
oh, you want a receipt, motherfucker?
Here you go. What I liked and disliked. When I was first watching it, I was like, this is a very simple plot line, easy to follow. Mm-hmm. I just threw it as, okay, very nice movie to pop on one night and you'll get through it. But then I read all the backstory and the meaning behind the direction and the fact that it wasn't CGI. You know how I feel about CGI. Mm-hmm. So I was very... So I got my fill, but you not so much because you need backstory. We need a t-shirt for you. I need backstory. That's what the t-shirt should say for you. I need backstory.
Give me the backstory.
But I was very pleased. And especially that I know the director and the work he has done with his other film, which I thoroughly loved. I really loved that.
What else did he direct?
The movie called, I'm probably singing it, Slight from 2016 about the street magician who sold drugs.
Yeah, that you mentioned earlier.
And so I really like that project that he did.
And it was also by Blumhouse Productions, right?
Another Blumhouse production film.
I was looking that up because I was like, is that only like, I thought the person that headed that, I was like, maybe they're black and that's why, because it was also from Get Out, or Get Out was produced by them.
By Bloom? Oh, really?
Blumhouse, yeah. But then I looked more into it, and it was like Insidious and some other like random.
But that's great.
White people horror, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh,
that the most important black horror films that have come out of these last few years are from Blumhouse. So that's interesting to point out.
The guy with the last name Bloom or whatever, he was white.
Yeah,
he is white though. I didn't know that. I thought I didn't know.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Anything I didn't like?
A lot of stuff that comes out of there is really good. Their production.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Sorry, what'd you like?
Oh, no. I liked that about the accident, that it wasn't CGI. Mm-hmm. Simple plot line, all that kind of stuff. Anything I didn't like? 95? I don't know. Whatever.
From Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. Why not? For the genre that it is. Yeah. 95, a creature feature. Creature feature is not typically the kind of film that I'm into.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. I honestly, there's nothing that I didn't like. I didn't like the white guy, but I guess that was the point.
Yeah.
Her ex-boyfriend.
Supposed to be liked.
He was very douchey, and I guess he was supposed to be not likable. Mm-hmm. So there's that. So that is Sweetheart.
That is Sweetheart.
Yeah. Any other remarks before we kick it over to Raphael?
I don't think so, but I will say I did enjoy that. That makes me look forward to more, and maybe look for some more creature feature films to like review in the future one day.
It wasn't, absolutely.
So I forgot how entertaining they can be.
So this is the film that we're kicking off Black History Month for our picks.
Our first one.
And I say black. I don't say African American. It's just quicker and faster. And I don't know. People say black now. People say black. Who was that?
Yeah. Oh my God. We just did it too.
I know, right? It was The Hunt.
He's talking about yes, with all the funny leftist things.
Yeah.
Or say like
NPR.
Yeah.
NPR says
black or something.
Black.
Or
I've always said black. Like when the African American, I never was down with that. It was just too long and didn't make sense to me. It was so far removed from me that I just didn't say it. Yeah. But that's a personal preference. Yeah. You can call yourself African American if you want. Yeah. Your choice. I don't know how I don't know how actual African immigrants feel about that. Yeah. If that makes sense for them that you're that, but whatever. Yeah. I never had that conversation, so I don't know.
You know, it's funny because like where we live in a little town that has the most, which I think maybe we mentioned before, has the most refugees and immigrants in a square mile than anywhere else in the U.S. So
in the U.S., so for real?
Yeah. One
of my restaurants I like to go and get coffee from is Winnie's Kitchen.
Yeah, Winnie's.
Chef Winnie. She's an Ethiopian immigrant. Her
food's so good. Yeah, Kipri took us.
She's such a mom, so nice and. I know.
Yeah, it was a show. It was very good and just.
Raphael doesn't think the coffee's very good, but
of course he doesn't.
Yeah, well,
he doesn't think anything's good.
He doesn't like the way that Africans make their coffee.
Okay, how did they?
That's a preference.
I'm gonna have to ask him about that because
I don't know.
I use a coffee maker.
So that was a really good one. I'm so excited for this month.
Yeah,
and I can't wait for your month or our month. Latina what's it called?
Hispanic
History Month.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I think that's what it's called. Hispanic History Month.
I'm sure J.Lo will tell us.
J.Lo. Right. Yeah.
Love her or hate her, whatever.
Her album On the 6th, I think it was called.
It's a great album.
That was a banger. That was a banger, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening so much for us rambling. Yeah. And if you guys like this, please leave us a review or give us some feedback. We'd love to hear and everything. So yeah. You want to see what Raphael has to say?
Do we?
Do we ever?
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
He's going to say it anyway.
He's going to say it anyway. Take it away, Raphael.
Take it away.
Sweethearts. The beach, laying on the beach at the beginning of the movie. And then after that, a lot of things happen in the movie. And I can tell exactly because I did not watch it all completely. I was going on and off. But the movie is very easy to follow. I mean, there's an ugly monster that turned out to be not that ugly. It's kind of cute at the end. It makes sounds sometimes like a little doggy. And it kind of looks like a monster that I watched in a movie long time ago. And what else happened in the movie? It's a lot of things that happen. Just watch it yourself. If I tell you what's gonna happen, you're not gonna watch a movie. Then just go watch it. I'm not gonna tell you. And after that, just go get a life. Don't listen to this bullshit no more. This is just a waste of time. Bye.